It's the radio guy Mike Francis. Football Friday with a twist. Volleyball championship weekend in Entervita, Mississippi, on the campus of Mississippi Valley. We'll get you up to speed on that. Of course, we will lay out our football schedule for the weekend and a whole lot more. Of course, our social media handles for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. The YouTube channel is Open Mic Broadcast Network. The website, obnradio.com. The 24-hour message line, 713-570-6736. And without any further delay, we'll jump right into today's episode. As we made mention, of course, it is Football Friday, but it is also the start of the championship weekend series for volleyball. Lady Panthers will open up against Arkansas Pine Bluff in the first round. Want to give a congratulations to three Panthers that got all conference honors. Miss Soteria Carter, they affectionately call her Cece. She was named first team all SWAC. Miss Victoria Pearson, she was named second team all SWAC, as well as Tamara Armstrong, named second team all SWAC. As we may mention, the tournament takes place this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and concluding on Sunday. Alabama A&M comes in as the number 1 seed. They'll open up against the number 8 seed Grambling State. Prairie View, the number 2 seed, will take on number 7 seed Arkansas Pine Bluff. Number 3 seed Jackson State will take on number 6 seed Texas Southern. Number 4 seed Southern will take on number 5 seed Alabama State. There will be some television coverage for these games. The semifinals will start at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. on the SWAC Digital Network. You can check that out Saturday, November 23rd. While the championship game will be played at 3 p.m. and it will be broadcast on ESPNU on Sunday, November 24th. So the stage is all set. The ladies will serve this thing up today to see who will be representation for the Southwestern Athletic Conference in the NCAA volleyball tournament.
Are you one of the many Americans that deal with the effects of diabetes? Diva Skin Conditioner could be the remedy that you need. Diva Skin Conditioner is a formulation that was designed with you in mind. Diva Skin Conditioner comes with a money-back guarantee. That's how confident they are in their product. For more information, visit divafeet.com. That's D-I-V-A-H, feet.com. Or you can speak with a representative by dialing 903-270-0026.
And of course, in the world of college football, Morgan State will be at Howard University. South Carolina State will be at Norfolk State. North Carolina Central will be at North Carolina A&T. St. Francis will be at Delaware State. And Florida A&M will face off against Bethune-Cookman. Florida A&M has had a magical season. Unfortunately, if you had not heard, you should know by now, they will not qualify for postseason play, but it does not stop them from getting all votes as the number 1 HBCU football program throughout the land. They come in at 7-0 in conference play, 9-1 overall. North Carolina A&T and South Carolina State both at 5-2 in conference play, 7-3 overall. Bethune-Cookman 4-3 conference play, 6-4 overall. And Norfolk State is at 4-3 with a 5-6 overall record. The rest of the MEAC looks As such, North Carolina Central 3-4, Morgan State 2-5, Howard 1-6, and Delaware State 1-7. Over in the Southwestern Athletic Conference, definitely Alcorn and Jackson State. You also have Texas Southern and Pine Bluff getting together. Alabama A&M will be hosting Mississippi Valley. Of course, your standings for the Southwestern Athletic Conference in the Eastern Division: Alcorn 5-1, Alabama State 4-2, Alabama A&M 3-3, Jackson State also at 3-3, Mississippi Valley 1-5. Over in the West, Southern holding on with a 5-1 conference record. Grambling on their heels at 4-2. Prairie View at 3-3. Arkansas Pine Bluff at 2-4. Texas Southern at 0-6. Now, of course, the big matchup that everyone is excited to hear about will be next weekend down in the Big Easy. Southern and Grambling getting together for the Bayou Classic. Prairie View will be in action against Alabama State Thanksgiving Day as Alabama State continues to hold on to their tradition. Now, there have been a lot of buzz created about scheduling and the lack of strength of schedule overall when it comes to the Southwestern Athletic Conference. And when you look at it, you have to be able to see it for what it is and call it for what it is. It's obvious that since Dr. Charles McClellan has taken over, he wanted to address increasing the image and the respectability of the conference as a whole. And when you look at the overall body of work, there is room for improvement. And sometimes we don't like to deal with the naked truth, but it does not change the truth from being the truth. Now, we could do one or two things. We can act like it doesn't exist and go on as business as usual, or you can address it, improve, and make the situation better for everyone involved. Those are really your only two choices. I know we're passionate about our programs, we're passionate about our institutions, but we also must be realists about our programs and our institutions. I've said it time after time, when it comes to skill set in the skill positions, i.e. quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, there's none better in the FCS ranks when it comes to the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Our games are decided out of conference in the trenches and in special teams. And until we address that with sincerity, I'm not just talking about running through the motions to say, yes, we covered it, but there has to be an emphasis put, in my opinion, more on special teams than anything. You can't tell me that you cannot find special teams players of significance, i.e. a long snapper, a place kicker, and a punter. If no one else gets a scholarship, those three in particular are warranted a scholarship, in my opinion. Why? Because that place kicker, that punter, and that long snapper is just as valuable as your quarterback, running back, receiver. You go up and down any schedule on any level. 1 to 2 games a year are decided on special teams. And what I'm calling a legitimate FCS, or should I just say Division One kicker, you should be able to line up for a 45-yard field goal without any hesitation. No problem. And you should feel confident enough to attempt a 50-yarder if need be. But definitely a 45-yard field goal and in should be on the radar without any hesitation. Those are things that will get you over the hump. When you look at the tail of the tape of our out of conference games, those games have been determined by the trenches and special teams. It's all about the upgrade. It's all about getting better from head to toe. And we must hold each other accountable. We talk about the pride, we talk about the history, we talk about the legacy of our beloved conference, and deservedly so. And in order for that legacy to continue for another 100 years, in order for it to be a game changer, we're going to have to upgrade our philosophy. We're going to have to upgrade our approach. And we're going to have to upgrade our support of our said institutions. It's simply the bare truth. We take pride in being the number one FCS program, or should I say conference, in attendance. 40 out of 41 years. Surely we should bring the product to upgrade status to match the attendance. Surely we should expect to do better out of conference competition. Surely we should expect better on the bottom line results. Many people hear what they want to hear. Many people see what they want to see. And many people like who they want to like. But when you sift out all of that, I would hope that the common denominator will be that we all want to see the brand get better. I believe it is a dual responsibility. One of our beloved institutions and one of our beloved alumni. There are ways to get your message across that we expect better. In fact, we demand better. If we're going to push each other for excellence in the classrooms, which is definitely on course, should we not expect the same in our field of competition? And the reason that I make that statement, we know and understand that less than 2% of all collegiate athletes will make it in the world of professional athletics. We know and understand that. So that means 98% of those student athletes that are competing on a collegiate level, this is it for them. So with that already in the forefront, why not put the very best product that you can put out there on the field, regardless of what that field is? We just happen to be talking about football right now. Why not exhaust every legal opportunity to ensure that you produce a winning product? And if we're going to continue to promote and reach for greatness, should it not be a complete product? No, you won't win the championship every year, but I should be in a possible situation of being at the table. No, you're not going to go undefeated every season. And no, you're not going to have top talent year in and year out. There are going to be some reloading times. But while I'm reloading, I should have something to give me hope that the change is about to come. I shouldn't, after 2 to 4 weeks of the season, be already cashing in my chips saying, here's another blown season. Yes, I know we have budget challenges, we have personnel challenges, we have all of these challenges. But when we really look at it, we started off with challenges and we adjust and grew. At some point, you have to see growth. You cannot stay status quo. So we talk about the upgrade of facilities. We talk about the upgrade of play. We talk about the upgrade of support. Can we at least begin to talk about the upgrade of operations? If we're going to be considered Division I program, should we not operate from top to bottom as a D1 program? What do I mean when I say that? Yes, you expect a certain level of support as a D1 program, but there also should be a certain level of transparency. There should also be a certain level of being the initiator, not just a reactive, but a proactive administrative team. That means when it's good, you stand up and deal with it. When it's bad, you stand up and deal with it. And I guarantee you there are going to always be more good days than bad days. But you can't hide on bad days and then want to come out like a peacock on good days only. You have to roll with it. Every institution, and not just on an HBCU level, have their skeletons, have their challenges. But on a measuring stick, you read it in the newspapers all the time. You hear it on news reports all the time. When it's bad, they say, hey, this is where we are. We're in a dark spot right now. We're going to get through it. Continue to support us. And they move, turn the page. We in the HBCU family like to lie dormant and hope that it goes away. Don't say nothing and they won't talk about it. Wrong answer, wrong approach. The upgrade starts in the mind, carries out to your actions. And as a result, you see the desired improvement. All I can do is continue to do the very best that I can do with what I have. And while I have the breath in my body, my commitment is not only to Prairie View A&M University, but to the entire world of HBCU sports, to the entire world of my local student athletes, to promote them, to enlighten them, and to help maintain the integrity of the said programs. Translation, I am my brother's keeper. I am going to exit stage left for today. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Stay tuned with us for the volleyball updates. We'll send you those updates by way of Twitter at The Mike Prince Show. Don't forget Carlos Brown this weekend, Saturday morning at 10 a.m. to 12 noon. We'll be back on his regular schedule. We'll come with you live on Sunday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time with the Sports Report Live. Got a couple of special guests lined up for you on that. You don't want to miss that. I've got to go. My time is far spent. I am the radio guy, Dr. Mike Prince. You guys be blessed, and we'll see you on